What's up, guys? This is Neef Beats, Club Studios, with Crank by Neef Beats. And today we're going to talk about gain staging. So I'm going to just pop in. I'm going to create a new session. And I'm going to find some random stems. And I'm just going to show you how to gain stage. All right, so we're going to just make this easy on ourselves. We're going to create just a blank template. We're just going to name it something weird that I can delete. Save. All right, so let's get back to business. All right, so with gain staging, you want to keep all of the faders at unity gain. All right. When you're recording, like let's say we're about to record on a track. This is just for representation. So let me just add another track. A new track. Mono audio track. Bet. So Command N, I'm gonna get you a new track. So let's say you would go to, I guess, whatever the mic you want to use, and you would record, boom, boom, da, 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 da. So yeah, I got that on or whatever. So when you're recording with you want to keep the record track at unity or at 0. To keep the fader at 0 when you're recording. And you want to adjust with the mic pre-levels. So if you want more level, which is not going to show because I'm using a different mic. But let's say, so if I wanted the mic to pick my claps up a little better, I would turn it up some more and watch the level goes up. But you want to keep this at 0. You don't want to move that. You want to keep that at 0. This is all right. If you press Option over this, it'll go back to 0. It was just taking too long. All right, so when you're recording, you want to use when you're gain staging, you want to use the preamp's gain knob to get volume. And when you're recording, you don't want so let's say we go to the mixer view. You want to be hitting at around, you want your peaks to be hitting at around 10 and sitting comfortably around, maybe 15 or between 20 and 15. So you want the peaks you don't want it to peak you past 10 when you're recording. You know what I mean? Unless you're recording hot just to get some distorted sounds, and that's for taste or whatever. But to get clean vocals, you want to pretty much, that's nominal level for digital recording. Let the peaks hit around -10 and let it rest normally around -18 to -15 or -12. Depending on, it doesn't really matter at that point, it'll pretty much sound good. So you do that for the remainder of the song, just to keep, good levels or whatever. And you, in order to do that, you have to change the mic pre-level. So if they get louder, you turn the gain down. If they get quieter, you can turn it up. But it doesn't have to be too loud, because what you can also do is use clip gain to achieve gain. So sometimes, let's say, if someone's saying something quiet and you didn't have time to turn the level up, well, you can just cut it, press B, separate it, and you can use clip gain to just level things out. You know, you take all the, so you don't want to overwork your compressors. So if you can kind of see like, okay, and you don't want things to be way quieter than other things. So like, let's say if we go around here and you just go search and destroy, you see that that's not as loud as everything else around it, and it should be. So you just tab to transient, like so. Press B to separate it. You find where it kind of like levels out, because you may have to do this a few times if they just couldn't keep the volume up. And you can change it while they're recording, but sometimes you don't want to, because when you move the fader and you don't do it consistently, you do it too fast or whatever, you can kind of hear the volume change or the level change, and you don't want to do that. You want it to be smooth. So you cut it up like that. And you zoom in. So zoom in so you can kind of like see everything, and you just adjust, and you kind of want to get it to the level that the vocals are around it. And you want to hear these too, because sometimes it doesn't sound right loud and you have to turn it down. But most likely, they just got quiet, turned around, or were looking at what they were writing. And now you can see, okay, it's kind of like, now we'll just go over here and do the same thing over there. And yeah, that's clip gain. So once you do that a few times, just to get everything kind of level, some people use Vocal Writer, but this is the best way to do it. You make a group. So you take everything that you have, right? And you press Command G to make a group. You make that group, let's say, I'm just gonna say vocals. So when you're mixing and gain staging, so let's say you recorded everything and like you may do clip gain in the recording process because you just have time. Like I'm the type of person, I'm really fast, and in Pro Tools you can work on other vocals while it's recording. So you can kind of like multitask. So you kind of adjust as much as you can while you're recording. And then once you are about to mix a record, you kind of just start by doing that. And once you do that and you get everything to the level that you want, you group everything together. And when you group everything together, that means everything's going to move as one. So you want about -9 dB of headroom. -9. So that when you're mixing, you can turn up and down, and you're not peaking too loud. So let's play what she has. Okay, man. Let's just put main output for now. We're not actually about to mix this. Okay. Output 1 and 2. Let's take it right at the master. I don't have the master track open because I'm not really doing that right now. All right, so let's turn this off because that's the mic. All right. So, cool. So now we play that.
This the geek, yeah?
So let's go here.
Tell me that you love me, baby. You don't even know me, baby. Tell me that you love me, baby. Tell me that you love me, baby. You don't even know me, baby. Lying to each other, trying to avoid from being lonely. Tell me that you love me, baby. You don't even know me, baby.
Just let it work.
Tell me that you love me, baby. Thinking of the madness and the serious getting stoned.
All right, so you got your negative.
Me, baby.
9 dB of headroom. Look at all that headroom.
Tell me that you
So
love me,
now you
baby.
can ungroup it.
Thinking
when
of
you
the
start
madness and the
mixing,
series
like,
getting
okay, I want
stormy.
this to
Tell
be
me that
louder.
you love me, baby.
Oh,
You can rock with me, turn this bitch into a zoo. We could spend the night or get a room out with a view. We could order food, but I got a chef too. Had to
all right, so let's stop playing it. Because it didn't. Make sure it's deselected. Because if you don't, it's just going to move everything. It's just, so let's make sure it's. Yeah, so once you deselect that, now you can play
Me,
it
baby.
loud.
tell me that
So
you
let's
love
say
me,
you
baby.
want this louder, you can just turn
Thinking
that
of the
up.
madness and the
Now
series
you
getting
got the headroom.
stormy. Tell me that you love me, baby.
So boom. So now you can go ahead and, start mixing and adding effects and whatnot. When you are using a bus, so let's go ahead and let's create an aux so I can kind of tell you guys what I'm talking about. And Shift Command N actually is how you create a new track. But I'm just gonna just not being anal about that, I'm gonna go ahead and create an aux track for you guys and show you. All right, so let's see, reverb send, boom. We're gonna call this reverb send, and we're gonna name this track reverb. So you have an auxiliary channel. An auxiliary channel is a channel where you can load effects on, and it doesn't affect the track that you want the effect on, because you're going to use a send or a bus, which is pretty much the same thing, and you're going to see, we're going to use.
You don't need to love me, baby.
So let's do this again. Because
Tell me that you love me, baby.
so when you want to add,
You don't even know me, baby.
more reverb, you just use
Lying to each other, trying to avoid from being lonely. Tell me that you love me, baby. Tell me that you love me, baby.
everyone less. You just
Tell me that you love me, baby. You know
this
that you
is
love
your
me, baby.
blend, the bus.
You don't even know me, baby. Lying to each other, trying to avoid from being lonely. Tell me that you love me,
So
baby.
if you want to know more about auxes, I'll have a video about that eventually, to help you guys out. That's pretty much it when it comes to clip gaining. When it comes to gain staging and getting clean records. Just don't try to be loud. Don't try to start loud. Try to start at a normal level, and then you can get louder later. But you never want to peak too much, because when you have a master track, it sums everything together. And when it sums everything together, when you have multiple tracks going to one track, it's more sound pressure coming to that one track. It's more energy. It's more everything. So the master track has so much information, it's going to peak louder, and you have so many other frequencies that are going to fight each other. So you want to balance things out and pan, things so that you can kind of create space and whatnot. And I'll get more in depth with different techniques. I just want to share gain staging with you guys, and also give you the actual definition of gain staging. Gain staging is adjusting the overall level of a track at any point in the audio signal path. It's that simple. All right, you guys. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, any type of social media. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Cranked by Neef Beats, and Hit Club Studios. Follow me. I'm going to have gems for y'all. Holla, holla. Peace.